Let me tell you a little story. It's Sunday, I'm at work, minding my own business. Then I remembered, it's the last day of the Premier League. So I looked up the up-to-date scores, then following that up, I looked at the up-to-date table, and then it hit me, like lightning. I gotta make a reaction over my Premier League predictions I made 9 months ago, haven't I? Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this. Mainly because my first two reactions, well, I got 1 point in my last predictions, and then following that up, I only got 3 points in my next one. So if history continues, I should do a lot better in this table. But then again, I remembered I made some outrageous claims in this season. Let's look back at my predictions and see how many I got right. 20th Bournemouth. Okay, we're starting off with an incorrect one straight away. Well, Bournemouth made the right choice with their manager. As surprisingly, and how depressing it is for Gary O'Neill, they made the right choice. And if they can keep him, then I'll tell you that, Bournemouth will be no longer as a relegation threatened club, I'll be honest with you. 19th, Wolves. Alright, I'm actually so happy I got this one wrong. It's since because they didn't announce Gary O'Neill, but once they did, I wanted them to stay up. And to be honest, he did them wonders, especially how everybody threatened them off for relegation. It's just a shame that VAR had to get involved. If not, who knows where Wolves would have been. 18th, Sheffield United. I think you, me, and everyone on this planet know this was coming. I'm going to give myself half a point because I did say Sheffield United to get relegated. But bloody hell, it hurts to be a Sheffield United supporter this season. Heck, I bet therapists in Sheffield get paid more than their bloody players, the amount of work they have to do on their supporters. But look on the bright side. At least we got the Sheffield Derby in the Championship next season. 17th, Nottingham Forest. Here we are, I got one right. That's a point on the board. It was close not to be due to the whole points deduction. Was it the right call? Well, I'm not the right person to ask about that. I did predict correctly that Steve Cooper would get sacked, not as the, well, sadly, as the second manager of the season, but I was right about that prediction. Was Nuno the right choice? Well, he got them survived, and to be honest with you, he's got them playing good football, Chris Wood. Just next season, Nottingham Forest, just don't complain like a child putting his toys out of his pram over the bloody referee. 16th, Luton. We all wanted Luton to stay up, let's just be honest with you. Well, unless you're Nottingham Forest, but we all wanted them to stay up. They were fighting. Unlike Burnley and Sheffield United, Luton were actually putting a good fight. And we all wanted them to stay up because they were so entertained to have this season. It's a shame that things have to be and they had to get relegated, but the support to their manager at the end, I have absolute load of respect for that. And I hope they have a good season in the Championship. 15th, Crystal Palace. I am physically scared of Crystal Palace. I am effing scared of Crystal Palace. Getting rid of Roy Hudson, I thought, okay, who are they going to bring in? This manager, who I have no idea. My brother told me they won the Europa League with Frankfurt, but okay, who cares? Like I say, he's going to end up like a De Boer like they had ages ago. But no. Oh no. I was wrong. Holy crap. Next season, if they keep hold of him, brace yourselves and start bloody praying. 14th, Everton. They did it. Congratulations, Dykes. Even though with points deduction alone, they did survive. And with a new stadium on the horizon, I think if you keep Sean Dykes in the charge, then, well, things are looking bright. You just really need to sort out that striker problem, to be honest with you. I've got 13th, I've got West Ham United. You cruel bastards. Seriously, David Moyes won you a European trophy. What do? You send him to a bloody retirement home. Absolute cruel sods. Well, apart from Mohamed Kudus, he's been absolutely wonders for next season, and who knows if a bigger club will go snatching for him. In 12th place, I've actually gone for Fulham. Average. Just average. Nothing less. In 11th place, I've actually gone for Burnley. Alright, I'm leaving. I screwed up. I screwed up badly. Well, I did make it correct about Trafford being a flop of a signing, but God. If Kompany would stay, I think he's the kind of guy who would learn from his mistakes. And if they get promoted back to the Premier League, I think he'll do all right, because then afterwards he learned what he did wrong and then evolve and adapt. In 10th place, I've actually got Brentford. I'm going to be honest with you, they had a really disappointing season. I did predict 10th, but oh boy, they had an absolute shocking one. And I'm really surprised their manager didn't get the sack, even with Ivan Toney came back. It didn't feel like himself, to be honest with you. In 9th place, I've got Brighton. I feel like with this Brighton side, there was a lot of pressure on them. Especially how well they did last season getting European spots. a lot of pressure was on their manager to build up and do the same. And with a lot of key players leaving them this season, there was a lot of worried. Well, and even though their manager is leaving, sadly, I think Brighton will make the right call of getting the right manager like they always have. In 8th place, I've got Tottenham Hotspur. I will admit with Tottenham, they had a great start. Absolutely brilliant with Big Ange. Everybody loved the guy. Who didn't, after all? But at the end, things were really starting to hurt him a little bit more. And his first season, well, it's not a disappointment. They got European football after all. But I think Big Ange just took in his first season as a road bump. 7th place, Newcastle United. That's another one, right? But if anybody asks, if you just got Champions League and then afterwards, next season, you only got Conference League, it's a disappointing side for this Newcastle. And I did make a correct prediction. Tonali is a flop. The biggest flop of the season, in my honest opinion. Yeah, my brother got me a lot of stick for that. But he was so much money he cost. And then all of a sudden, he just spent it on a casino. Seriously, mate, it was absolute flop. 6th place, Aston Villa. Honestly, manager of the year, Unai Emery. Manager of the year. Getting Aston Villa to a Champions League spot, it's absolutely incredible. And he absolutely deserves it with the players he's got and gotten the absolute best out of them. After 41 years, Aston Villa are back in the Champions League. Good success. 5th place, Chelsea. You know, I was going to say Banter Club of the Year. Absolutely laughed to watch them, especially, well, looking at their problems at the start of the season with Poch. I thought, well, get your popcorn out, folks. But at the end of it, I thought they did quite well. Especially Chelsea getting back in European sports. I thought, you know what? Well done, Chelsea. Well done. And especially with Cole Palmer, absolute brilliant player you have signed right there. I thought he'll be one of the flops out of the lot. But nope, it was one good signing out of 12. 4th place, I've gone with Liverpool. Wow, so yeah, I've given myself half a point for this because I did predict Liverpool to get in the Champions League spots, but who would have thought this would happen at the end of the season? Klopp leaving. I don't blame him, to be honest with you, because being manager of Liverpool comes with a lot of pressure, and to be honest with you, he just needs a break, bless his heart. But I'm going to make a bold statement for next season for Liverpool. I think they'll go on a downward spiral. Just like when Alex Ferguson left Manchester United, I think Liverpool will do the same when Klopp left. In 3rd place, I've gone for Manchester United. Okay, I want you to hit me right across the back of the head. Please, hit me as hard as you can. Oh, I can't believe I freaking made this statement. Oh, should Erik ten Hag deserve to get the sack? No, just give him one more season, to be honest with you. If they start selling a lot of players, then fair enough. But more importantly, fix bloody Old Trafford. I don't want to go to there with bloody flippers and a wetsuit. 2nd place, I've gone for Arsenal. Great season. Absolute great season. Yes, I got that one right. But absolute great season with Arsenal. I think Declan Rice has been signing of the or player of the season, in my honest opinion. I thought he's absolutely brilliant and worth all the money for Arsenal. But to be honest with you, they were good, but not good enough to win the league, and that was disappointing. 1st place, it's Man City. Yay, got that one right. Yay, 4 years in a row. I don't like seeing Man City win the league. It just hates it. Do I agree with Goldbridge that the season's getting boring? Yeah, a little, to be honest with you. Especially since we're poking fun at other leagues, saying they're the farmer leagues. Now look at us. We've got Man City win every time, and I hate it. But one question was Erling Haaland. Did he have a decline of a season? Well, let me put it like this. Last season, he was a machine. This season, he's human. Well, that's my Premier League predictions. And I got 5 right. I'll take that. 5 points. Who knows? Next season, I'll get 7 right. Oh, well. But either way, thank you lot for joining this episode. Hope you lot laughed at me because I laughed at myself reading these predictions. Hope you lot do well. And as always, I'll see you beautiful people in the next video I do. Ciao.